Hello everyone, this is NoMoreWorlds, back again in Crusader Kings 3, Elder King 2. Last time we just continuously waged war, and this time we're feeling the effects of it. So we look over here at the faction screen, this peasant rabble is pissed off that we are continuously going to war. That's going to be a rebellion in about 10 months. I can try to stymie it a bit by county control. I guess I could try county control in just one of them, just to slow it down a little bit. It's going to be pretty massive, so I'm actually going to bring our military forces over. I was told by a commenter that I can raise all my forces with the control mouse button one, I think, but I'm not raising any forces right now. I was also told to go in and look at outposts, because it is... So I do have a tower house, which is for things I don't need. I get rid of buildings, though. Like, what's the destroy button? Replace building, there we are. Alright, so we want things that give us light infantry, and we want things that will give us, bowmen. Skirmishers, yeah. These guys are considered skirmishers, right? Bosmer stalkers. They're just archers, alright. Archers. So we want specifically archers, I think. What the hell that would be in this regard. So that's heavy infantry and spearmen. I think we already have the Hunter's Lodge. Yeah. So we can just replace this with anything. Stationed archer damage, here we go, this would probably be fine. Popular opinion needs to be above -10. So I'm not going to be able to replace any of those buildings until the offensive war cools down. If you could, there we go. Once no longer in such a war, the penalty will slowly decay. Alright. Do we have anyone who can make the populace less pissed off about the constant offensive wars? That's vassal opinion right there. Tyranny loss. Increase vassal opinion. End eternal war. It's already set to that, though, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope to God this decays pretty quickly. And then we can push it down when it comes to, just not going to war for a little bit. We're gonna have to calm down the offensive wars. We did too many too quickly, and I didn't realize that would stack up as such a negative benefit, or negative, issue. Go ahead and just ransom all these people. Don't really need any of them. Negotiate an alliance, I'm not gonna do that. Demand a hostage from my neighbor. I don't really want to do that. I would love for my neighbors to be my vassals. That's really what I want. I need them to be my vassals, so I don't have to continue to go to war. But we're gonna go ahead and let just time tick ahead pretty quickly. Serene Queen Nilren of Grotwood, I accept your marriage proposal. Your son will marry his acquaintance. Excellent. And hopefully they could start producing children right away. Yeah, they're married already. So yeah, next time we actually do go to war and take over a territory, we're going to end up giving it to our son. I have to figure out what that's going to be. Propose nominal alliance. Where the hell is Larawin? It's a chiefdom. Way up here. Absolutely not. I'm going to war with you, monkey people, so I don't particularly care whether or not you're allied with me. So that's fine. Titles can be created. Creating more titles would be nice. Do I own any of, I own Sweet Breeze. So maybe, I don't really want to give up any of my specific holdings, though, right? It's going to ruin what I have. In fact, I could probably create the title and just keep it for myself. Duchy-wise, I have this, I don't need it. Should probably just give this back. So you're not a tree thane. I could create this, right? Duchy title. Oh, it is. It's just not called Tree Thing. It's called a Principality. That's interesting. Why is it different? He probably wants that territory. You know, if I give him this, that's fine. I could take this duchy over here of South Point. And then from there, I can just start maybe picking these apart. With I don't have to worry about external wars. I might do that, because this is going to rebel anyways. And the fewer things that are going to rebel against me, the better. It's going to be 8 months still. It is slowly decaying. Which one is Willow? Yeah, so it's at 58. I'm more than willing to give that to you. Go ahead and grant title. And you can have Willow Word. There you are. That will give me stress because I am ambitious and I can no longer pet my cat. I'm aging. Severe health penalty. I don't think I'm going to be around too much longer. I think it might be best to spend gold to focus my mind to remove some stress. I don't have terribly much stress. Abstain from elections. Who the hell do I elect? My succession law is an election, right? No, it's partition. Alright, he's gonna gain everything because he's my only son. That's fine. He's drunk. That's deeply annoying. Does mess around with his skills, but he does have a high learning. Send artifact and force divorce. I don't want that to happen. Don't want to have sex with my own son. That sounds horrendous. I'm not going to accuse of anything. I would love for him to learn magic. I think that would it's the Prince of Fashion. That's lovely. It would be quite great if he could be better. He's just terrible. I think in the upcoming months we're going to have quite an issue. Quite an issue when it comes to rebellions and vassal opinion. I do want you to keep organizing the army. I think that's fine. So you know what? I am actually going to go take the Duchy of South Park. I'm going to keep that for myself. Before I do that, I guess I should double check and make sure I only have one duchy, because this will also be a negative. Yep, I do. So we'll go ahead and we'll take the Duchy of South Point for ourselves. Up here. Go ahead and create that. There we are. The hell is the Tree Thanedom of South? Okay, it's already gone. That's what I thought. So yes, the Tree Thanedom is mine. I'm sure all these people want it, but I don't particularly care. What is Marbuk? So why don't you go ahead and have that Tree Thanedom, actually. So go ahead and create this. But I'm going to grant you a title. There we go. Create another kingdom. I really don't want to do that. It will give me Cassius Belli against Alinor. But I have a feeling they're actually quite powerful. Yep. Are they a theocracy? No. Theocracy? That's insane. Wildly powerful, too. Interestingly, not very good at magic. Follower of Trimac. Trinimac. I don't know who Trinimac is. Why does that sound so familiar? Alright. Get time moving. I imagine pretty soon we're going to be having that rebellion. Hopefully it goes down. I think before the rebellion kicks off, I'm going to just raise my troops. Probably within 1 month. Challenge to board games. No. I'm set. I don't want to do board games. It's not really my thing. Hunting will be my thing, but I want to save the money in case I need it. Invitation to Pirate King Lord. There's a Pirate King? I want to go to that. Where's the... Eric Confederacy of Anvil. Oh my god. That exists. That's amazing. Okay, I don't want to go to it, but that's just because it's so far away. Alright, we're gonna have to definitely cool down on the wars for a little bit. Great Kingdoms, you got a hook. I don't really want that. Declared plenty of wars. God damn. What is the faction looking like? 4 months. That's fine. We'll just keep an eye on that. Once it fires to 1 month, we're going to raise our troops. The faction was created against you. Wood Orc Green Pack Populists. Who the hell are that? Still, Peasant Rabble. Just one. Faction was created. Wood Orc Code of Malekith. Okay, these are just populist uprising. That's fine. Go ahead. To figure out. Second. Hit Control plus M1. Control to not split the. See control. There we go. So it makes one solid force. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I've never used that before. I feel like this army should be bigger. The rest of the army? Seriously, where's the rest of the army? Oh, those just all men at arms. Okay, that's fine. I clicked the wrong button. But also, I'd like to have one elite army and then one backup army. Proposed nominal alliance? Absolutely not. Okay, so we have an elite force and then we have a force of basically rabble. Just keep them raised for now. Your hook on this person has expired. I should very quickly see what our courtier positions are like. We still have a court mage. Trust you act wisely, act independently, but don't use hostile spells. Kicked only on my direct orders. Trust you act wisely on your own. Is there a spell I can cast on myself? Begin casting a spell on yourself. Effects on you. Yeah, there we go. I would like just a hostile spell on yourself. That makes sense. Could charm myself. Switch caster, so that's me. Rituals, empty slot. I don't think I have any rituals. I don't really know how these work, to be honest. Exuberance. They lose mana, I assume, or magicka. Exuberance is fertility and health bonus. I actually would love that. I have no illnesses, so that's fine. Calm, I think, will remove stress. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, I would love you to do exuberance on me. The soul gem quality? Use the best stuff possible on me. Thank you. We're just still waiting for... Here we go. The Peasant Revolt. I'm not giving you a tax lien. That's insane. Go ahead and rally the troops. We've already beaten the first one. Oh, these are pitiful amounts of troops. All right. We need the backup army. Yeah, you know what? You go there. I can't even siege half this stuff. That's excellent. Do we have any other rebellions going? Seems like it. And we will enforce our demands, putting him in jail. Go ahead and disband our entire army, because we don't really need it right now. Faction-wise, is anything else on a countdown? No. Decision hold court, grand tournament, and grand tournament. We're not going to worry about the grand tournaments right now, although those might be quite nice. I will hold court, though. Here are the petitioners, Jester for the first in line. Anything that can get the peasants to go down. A new arrival in my court today is one Valier, an envoy from the acquaintance 2 Moons Dance, I think the ruler of the Khajiit. Queen Nilwen, it has come to my attention that my liege that you are harboring an individual. Yeah, go ahead. You can have this person. They lose opinion of me. Don't care, yeah, go ahead. I'll get some opinion with them. Exhibiting Queen Nilwen's collections, my courtier, Evely, my court mage and antiquarian. My liege, full of excitement, I have a great idea that can bring you either money or fame. You've amassed quite a collection of artifacts, my lady, so why not put them on display? You could charge for viewing of your collection, or for free, so that more people can view it. She clears her throat before continuing. People do have a tendency to want things to see, so the downside might be that more people try to claim your artifacts. Yeah, free artifact exhibition will give me court grandeur and monthly prestige bonus. I actually quite like that. Serious business. A frightful peasant strolls all too close before a guard steps between us. Oh, she backs off with a wink, laughing through scant teeth. Your ladiness, I've come here. I'm not going to do the accent. I guess I'll do the accent. It's going to be pretty funny. I'm come here from Emdar with a matter great import. Her eyebrows undulate. She could tell my acting abilities are flawless. You see, Queen, the herbalist's sister swore she could make better Jagger than the blacksmith's wife, and of course they were judged a tie. Then the husbands got involved. Grew up in the streets of South London, you understand. You don't say please go on. Gives me the common touch, which is really what I do want, but it's going to give me a ton of stress. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Business is done. And now that I know I can cast a spell to remove my stress, my court magician has the magicka. I might attempt that right now. So go ahead and cast a spell directly on me. The caster is going to be you, and I'm going to give Calm. Brand. You don't have that much. Alright, what about Common? Petty. You have Petty. That does affect the amount of stress? You don't have Lesser, but I think Petty will be fine. Go ahead and cast that. So I should have Common Touch, Exuberance, Fertility, and huge health bonus until 485. That's actually amazing. Greetings, Queen Nilwen of Gretwood. I confess being most grateful to you for returning Khaziz to a proper place in my realm. You've proven yourself a most honorable and true friend, and it would be a delight to continue corresponding with you in the future. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I would love a friendship with the ruler over here. I don't want an alliance, though. Maybe I do want an alliance. It'd be good to get the Eleanor out of my territory. Accolades. I don't know what the accolade does, to be quite honest. I think popular opinion is back to a good position, it looks like. So why don't we go ahead and we'll replace this outpost with something. I mean, the taxes are nice, but we can get taxes from this, right? Cattle pastures. Or from militia camps. That's just grand tournaments. I'm not particularly used to that. Supply limit might be nice. Taxes, levy reinforcement, station men-at-arms damage in general. I mean, just station men-at-arms. Dual contest and holding minus 50%. Knight effectiveness goes up. Yeah, why don't we get a blacksmith here instead? Cost us a bit of money, but I'm not too worried. This also has a mud brick tower, which we don't need. We already have the Hunter's Lodge for our... I thought that worked with archers. What works with archers? Here we go, archer jam, militia camps, that's what it is. Go ahead and get a militia camp in there. Small fort, we will keep that. Hillside fort. Why don't we get a militia camp in here. Sweet breeze I don't particularly care about. Now, we are lesser when it comes to military. That's fine, though. We don't need to go to war, I've just remembered. At least not for right now. We were going to put off on it for just a little bit to let the armies sort of regather their strength, which they have done. You can be stationed here, I think. You guys I actually want to get rid of. Destroy these regiments. I would like to commit more Bosmer Stalkers. And then probably another unit of Bowmen. Just because I couldn't, like, they wouldn't go above 3. And they had a limit of 1. I would like to have limits of 6. I would like more Bowmen. There we go. And we'll bother doing that in just a second. So why don't we go ahead and increase the size. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're going to need to raise our troops here, because I have a plan. Devious little plan, it's called raiding. Let's go ahead and raise all here. Control mouse. There we go. And once you're at full power, pause for a second. We'll start raiding, and I'm just going to have you raid through the countryside. You have 5,000 men, so I'm not particularly worried about you, and we can speed up time just a little bit. You, pregnant. I didn't want to be pregnant. There's the raid. Supplied. Why aren't you looting anything? High limit. Hey. I have another son. Okay, this is now very much complicated the matters. You inherited the Grey Mire of Warden Paris from... I'm sorry, what is this? Actually did want that. That's excellent. What wonderful luck. I would love to take your territory too, but we won't do that quite yet. You're on raiding stance, right? Do you have to go this way? This is independent, so I think I might just go here. I would love to actually start raiding. That would be just ideal for me. As of late, I often see my son and heir, Rodrin, and my vassal Trethane around the castle deep in conversation. That's excellent, I'm glad. Oh god, am I about to die? Oh my lord, I was just killed! Shedding the mortis coil, I enjoyed the duck at my feast and slowly feel my throat swell. It's not long before my vision darkens and the distant shouts of laughter turn to horrific screams, slowly drifting away. You were murdered by an unknown assailant. That split my territory, didn't it? I have died. Queen Nowen of Gratwood has abandoned her mortar coil at the age of 124 years old. She died under mysterious circumstances. Known to be an exceptional strategist, she spent many of her days examining field and drilling her troops. King Roger ascends the throne, courageous and willing to rush to action. Many hope that his bravery will not see the realm fall into reckless ruin. Pause for a second. Shadow of Fame, Twilight. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my mother, disgraced Queen Nowen. How was she disgraced? Everywhere I go, near and far, it seems that there's nobody who has not heard her name. I wonder, will I be able to stay in the shadow of my mother? Or will I be able to achieve as much fame as my life as her? How high will I be able to go? One day I will be like you. So this gives me Shadow of Twilight. Stress gain increases, which is terrible news. Absolutely terrible. This monthly prestige penalty, but also stress gain does not go as high, and stress loss is better. I would like the prestige. So I need council positions. People don't seem to hate me too much, and I'm fine with that. Stewart, you're a pretty good steward. Spy master, you can go fuck yourself. In fact, you hate me so much. You like me and you're at a 12. I think that would be fine. You just keep trying to disrupt schemes. New greenskeeper. No one really seems to hate me all too much, which I think is excellent. I legitimately need court artifacts. What needs to be done? Do I just have an extra court artifact? I think that's the case. I have one new court artifact. Is it a wall hanging of some sort? Yeah, I don't have that displayed. I'm fine with this for now. Choose a Patreon. Which god do I want to follow to counter the terrible, terrible, terribleness of what's befallen me? And did I lose anything in that? Yeah, I fucking did. It happened. I got pregnant and died within a few months of each other. That's the most annoying thing. Well, let's say I wanted to kill my brother. Hypothetically. People would outright refuse. I'm already at 91% and 95% secrecy, so I don't need to invite anyone. I'm fine with that. Because if he dies, I end up getting the throne. Although, I don't have a daughter or a son. Do you have something wrong with you when it comes to... No. 37, you're still quite young, I think, in elf years. I would love for us to be in love. We'll sing a love ballad. Scheme continues. That's excellent. I need you to be pregnant. I might need to not kill my brother. Because if I die for whatever reason, I'm screwed. Drunkard is a tiny health penalty. It's not that bad. And I think I still have a lineage of heirs over here. We're of the same line, right? So we have Kamara and Gratwood, and one of you guys is related to my house somewhere, right? This is a dynasty. We have plenty of living members. So it does complicate matters, but not that much. The Queen of Sylvanar, who I do want to take over, if I die and end up having to play as her, I'm not super against that. Is there a health or fertility benefit? I think that's the ideal. Yeah. Follower of Mara. We can select a new deity at some point. I'm only missing one holy site. I can change the Green Pact in the future. But I don't think I want to. Lifestyle. Can I focus on magic at all? Yeah, I don't think I can. We've been doing Scholar, which is nice for cultural acceptance. Learning per level of devotion wouldn't be too bad. I would love to focus on alchemy to go into whole of body, and that would just give me more long life, and that's probably ideal for right now. All right, continue on. We're going to kill our brother, get this territory back. Joinable feast. I don't particularly care about that. Powerful vassals want stuff. I don't care. I hate this man. Why does he hate me so much? He wants a seat on the council. And I'm the unpreferred heir. That's interesting. What's my brother look like? Little half-orc. Lifespan and breeding. No particularly good. Nothing particularly good, it seems. Royal Court. Sanguine bonding. Our king truly is generous, Kale. Just taste the spectacular Somerset rainbow pie. Harabor, my courtier, exclaims lyrically, yes indeed. Lord Rodrin is most impressive, much more like this poached pear. Kale, another courtier responds, it seems as if my spending on lavish meals has made a new friendship blossom. I'm paranoid, so I won't join in. Servants, can't you see they're starring? Bring more elements. Yeah, this just greatly increases dynasty renown, court grandeur. Yeah, this sounds great. I'm just gonna disband the goddamn army. Yeah, the entire army will disband. That's fine. I would love to go to war. Factions created against you. The Liberty faction. That's an interesting faction you want to create. Thankfully, this area did not break off into a new kingdom, which I think I had the rights to do. The fact you want to create a Liberty faction is annoying to me, but I don't think anyone can send that, so I'm fine with this. Just let time tick along a little further while our new king Rodrin tries to get used to things. I really need an heir, and I think killing my brother is a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it. Commission an identical necklace. Sweet Lord, Lady Glordell, I say I as I kneel before her, my only desire to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell, how can I prove my love? Lady Angriel's necklace is so lovely, she says and nods her head, but I would look even better around my neck. Yeah. Commission identical necklace. My stress is terrible. I should speak to my court magician and get a spell cast upon me. It needs to be calm. Just lose some stress. That's fine. And then I think we should probably host a feast as well. That will, university would be great. We'll host a feast for now. Just a normal feast will do. It's not a holiday. I would love it in my capital. I don't know why it keeps defaulting down here. Is it just better down here? There's no chance of danger, so that's fine. Intent. Recreation. Yeah, that's it. I don't need an honorary guest. Let's pump up the price of everything. Yep. Character's a reveler, so I think revelry is probably the best way to go. No, I don't want to... You know what? Yes, I'll accept an alliance with my younger brother. Welcome friends as my wife. A pleasing atmosphere. Is anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off the walls. I'm constantly alert for any hint of danger, deliberate or accidental, planned or impromptu. There's just enough to match my expectations. Not so much that a plot is obvious, not so little that a plot is clearly disguised. Just the way I like it. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. This is where I want to be. Huge stress loss. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do a murder. Huge amounts of critical stress. Send my agent insane. He mercilessly executed before he can mention me as behind the crime. Well, there goes the stress again. Strain. Okay, I did everything I could sure that Eliel and Homraz would be as far from each other as possible. It's not enough. Now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl. He looks at me for orders. Yeah, I think she's probably going to win. She's a different religion. That's a good reason to be pointing towards her, so that's fine. In the middle of the feast, I spotted a talented bard singing a song I've never heard before. I decided to pay attention to the music and its lyrics. It's truly profound and pious song about avoiding the Prince of Destruction's wicked harm, and I could see that my guest really inspired by it. Bravo! Praise Yerif. 10% chance I gain Holy Warrior. The stress is nice, though. I've barely managed to sit down at my seat when I hear a howl emanating from Homraz. It would seem that she and the mayoress have really gotten into it. Homraz receiving a proper woman handling from Celine. Too late, I realized their martial dance has paved its way straight through the Kamaran throne. Is that my chair? I motioned for my guards to separate the two, hitting and clawing each other. Duelists presented in front of me, all the while throwing blame at one another for starting the fight. Either of them will get me to pay me money. She hates me more. You're a hostage. You're a hostage. Give me money. Yeah, I've gained a rival. I don't care. Uneligible claimant. All effects are lost. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my disciplined greenkeeper. Yep. Celebrations end. All that is done. Minus 36. We can finish the feast, and our stress is down again. We're going to pause real quick. I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress, which is excellent. So I do have an accolade. I don't know how to use it. I do want to station my men, though. And I do want to increase the size of them before I do anything else. I have another faction created against me. Lady Mayoress of an Independence faction. I'm more than willing to take your territory, so I think having a faction against me is not a wise idea. I could build things, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Great tree in general. The city here. Shrine there. For another city at some point. That's not a bad idea. Especially because it will grant us another port, which will give us more money. It's the duchy building. What duchy building am I going to want? The question later on. I won't worry about that too much. I just want to check the factions real quickly. No one is powerful enough to really go up against me, so I'm fine with that. What else? Money is terrible. Search for a physician. I don't have a physician. I can indulge in drink. I don't really want to do that, though. I'd like to search for a physician soon. I suppose I do not have a court physician. They hate me, though. You don't hate me. So I'm replacing this with you. You'll be an excellent court physician. Cautious leader, pilgrim, monk. Yeah, you'll be fine. Food taster. I would love a food taster. You're just a courtier. Average aptitude, you love me, though, so why don't you go ahead? That's your job now. That's what killed my mother, I think, so, best to avoid that. Oh, excellent. My younger brother gave away a piece of territory, but took another one back, so, ugh. Messed this area up. My domain size is only 5, though, so that doesn't matter too much. Alright, I think this is a good stopping off point for this bit. Next time, we're going to resume the wars and push as rapidly into other territories as possible. Just, God, I wish anyone would accept vassalage. I'm sorry, what does this say? Triothan's house head or dynasty is you. Am I not the leader of my dynasty? No, I'm the leader of the dynasty. Oh, he must be a different one. That explains that. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I've been NoMoreWorlds, and take care. Bye-bye.